this divine romance really is about with God, all things are possible. And that's the whole point of it, because divine romance really is God's just as in love with us as we could possibly get with God in this lifetime if we take the invitation. You know, it's hard to like look at yourself honestly and then come to a spiritual recognition or reckoning or understanding, because the mind really wants to judge. So everything is an invitation for more prayer. So the Psalms say, my help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. And like I said, my mom started that for me. Her troubles became my happiness in a way, which is really wonderful because, you know, they say the sins of the father, the sins of the mother. We spend our life reconciling that. And it's true. I really have. It's not necessarily struggle, it's sacrifice, and sacrifice can be a divine benediction, and sacrifice can be a deep love. You know, how many people have laid down their life to save someone else? So I've learned that, you know, if I'm held in grace, that I can move out of my mind, because my mind really wants to rehash problems. My mind really does go to negative thinking. It goes to negative behaviors. It's very, you know, I'm a double air sign. I can be very mental, and it doesn't bring me happiness when I do. You know, I've, because of my work with Oneness University, I've really been able to cultivate uh, a mind that can move in the right direction, but on its own accord, without any sort of meditation or prayer or um, or divine support or divine community, it's, I go to negative thinking. I have learned to move into positive energy. I have learned to, you know, become a crusader of the light. I've learned you know, to hang out with the saints. I look at this picture of the cathedral window in the sun as Joan of Arc. You know, she was one of the first saints that really spoke to my heart, uh, partly because she, you know, had a passion to serve God. So birth is a gift from source. Now, I guess Mother Mary could say, you know, boy, it's really hard being the mother, you know, having to sacrifice the one you love, and watch it, and then, you know, evolve your own spirituality. I mean, I guess she could say that, but she won't say that. She would never say that. She understood that she was part of a covenant, and that her burden really was her mission. And she's taught me a lot. She's been one of my greatest teachers. Part of my divine romance is really learning that um, I have to get information from the divine feminine. I need to understand the softness of life. I have to take, because my mind can be, you know, hard. It can be um, very demanding. It can, you know, be kind of biting and cutting and blaming. But when I go into the heart of the mother, I find patience, I find space, I find warmth, I find generosity, I find sweetness, I find beauty, I find softness. You know, it's just a completely different experience. And what happens then is I can move with faith into a marriage of truth. So I don't have to judge something. I don't have to blame anything. I can actually, you know, enter into the situation as a marriage of truth. And just because somebody has an opinion about somebody doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it true. You know, what's truthful is the way they show up in life, the faith that they bring to life, the goodness that they are in life. That's what's true. And that's the kind of marriage that we all need to embrace. Less of me, more of thee. You know, like we have to learn to um, become less of what we were cultivated and processed and conditioned to be, and learn to open ourselves to the divine. And so that means sometimes we have to be willing to be subtracted so that we can become more of the divine presence.